What's up, guys? It is Magi coming at you with another cast in the Diamond League division. I do believe this was indeed... Okay, this is all inspiration versus Inside Gaming. I thought this was a last week game. Spawning into the bottom right-hand corner of Interloper is the purple Zerg pieces. Of all inspiration, it is indeed the Ultralisk. Kind of interesting that the Ultralisk is coming out this early in the game, as that is generally tier 3 units. And in the top left-hand corner, the blue Terran pieces from Inside Gaming. It is DoOmby. Hopefully DoOmby does manage to get the win here over Ultralisk today. That is always my preferred method to see, is DoOmby get the win in this matchup of TVZ, as we do have a drone scout coming out here. Be pretty cheeky to see what he does with this drone. He does park it on the ramp to see what going on up here. There is a wall off. The drone looks like he is going to try and snipe out the SCV. Here we go. This is on attack move, not focusing firing down this SCV at all. Just getting kind of body blocked by this other SCV who was pulled off here. Be like, hey, leave my bro alone. As he will just make his way into the main base here to make sure to see exactly how many gas there are and get the gas steal. So fun fact, actually, if you take a worker and throw it on that gas right before gas steal happens, you can actually block the gas from going down. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, we do have Ultralisk going into what looks like a hatchet gas pool. I think a 17 pool does go down there. Possibly 16 pool, but there is a hatchery first. So he is playing for a little bit more economic opening so far. But as we know, a lot of two-base play can come out of Zerg very, very easily. This SCV does get picked off here by Ultralisk's drone, that Predator drone, getting some work done. Is he going to throw down a hatchery? And he was going to throw down a hatchery here, but the Reaper is going to come out and clean this drone up. This drone was not going to be able to make it out. And it looks like we do have a factory follow-up for some Hellions here. It's very interesting because on the other side of the map, we do have a spawning pool done. Queen is on the way. Should be... Actually, these won't even pop out by the time this Reaper gets here. So DoOmby going to hit a pretty good timing here to possibly pick up a drone kill or two. We're here on this side of the map. In Ultralisk land. We do have the Lings popping out here to shoot his Reaper away. He will be able to harass these drones a bit though. There are some Lings on the low ground to catch this Reaper. This Reaper will be shooted away by these Lings and have to go home and wait for another day. And he's actually positioning it to deny the third. This is something a lot of Terran players really need to learn to do. Is just throw this Reaper on patrol path, like right here. This third base. So when that drone comes out for that Zerg to take that third base, you can actually just be there and deny it. The longer you keep Zerg off 3 bases in Legacy of the Void, the happier your day is going to be. And we do have a Baneling nest being added on here. Am I reading a Baneling bus is what I'm hearing, folks. It might be a Baneling bus coming here. This timing on this lovely Baneling nest. Kind of early. 3:20 is not too bad. It seems about a normal time, you would think. You're going to be looking for that third base still with this Reaper. He wants to get it, man. He wants to make sure his Reaper gets that kill for that third base. Berserk is just going to send some Lings down here and force his Reaper to get either micro his life out or get picked off. It looks like he will just end up losing out for the day. Be sent back into respawn land where there is no respawn. I'm sorry, folks. There's a lot of Lings coming out here. The speed just kicks in. Baneling nest is done and he is just... Oh, I don't know about this, but this DoOmby have back home. He does have some Hellions out. And Hellions do kind of counter Lings. But there's no wall up on the low ground. Kind of worry for DoOmby now. He's in a very... If he knows what's coming, if he knew what was coming right now, folks, he would not be trying to wall off. Right now, as it is too late, things do get in. These Hellions are going to have to try and tuck in here. He should have just left right there. That would have been a very good place to tuck these in. There is a Marine out here adding on some DPS. He will clean up this batch of Lings, but not before another batch of Lings with some Banelings is about to make the way into the main base here, natural base here at DoOmby. DoOmby's Hellions once again caught out in the open, not really getting any micro done. Banelings are going to just detonate and clean up the last of the Hellions and take out the supply depot. Here we go. The parade of Zerglings begins. Is this going to be enough to break DoOmby for sure? I do like the fact he does have a Liberator out and he is adding on more and more Hellions, which do counter Zerglings very well. But not if they get caught out in the open. Like this. No micro. No micro. They just die. It's a sad day to be a Zergling. Or a sad day to be a Hellion. But a very happy day to be a Zergling. Doomby's going to be forced to lift off this orbital command center. It's just... Liberator is going to be able to pick off a few more of these Lings, but these supply depots are going to end up falling on that Marine. Only going to get the one kill on that Ling that was just a little bit too far up. But now he will be able to shoot out his hearts and fire away to his heart's content on these Zerglings. But he will not kill them fast enough as the supply depot will fall. Here on the other side of the map, we do have a layer on the way from InUltralisk here, and IngtDoOmby loading his command center back up into his main. Going to have to add on some SCVs here in his main base. He needs to get down here and wall off properly this time. There is a bunker on the way. On the other side of the map, the third base is taken. InUltralisk getting the damage done he wanted to get this third base up and running. He's not quite there just yet, but it is on the map. The future may start looking very bleak here for IngtDoOmby very quickly if he cannot find some damage. Be forced to keep this Liberator back home to defend with. Command center does get floated back down. He does have some production on the map. He is able to produce very easily. Combat shield is on the way. 2 Evo chambers being added on, so we will see them upgrades coming out of Zerg. We will not be seeing any kind of cheeky play from here on out. Looks like he will just go into that Ling play. Layer is done. I'm curious to see if he's going to go Spire or Hydralisk with this. There is no transition just yet. There is a Spire on the way now. It should be... There it is in the natural. A lot more Lings being added on. Looks like he wants to be aggressive once again, or he's just going to macro up and add on some Lings. Oh, wait. The Hellions are going to make their way into here. These Lings are here to shoot these away. And with that, there's just too many Lings for these Hellions to burn out. Can't burn out this infestation of Lings, as they will chase down these Hellions, and that will be that for the poor Hellions. Again, we do have Spire on the way. Combat shield is about to finish up. He is adding on Marines, but we do have +1 melee already on the way. IngtDoOmby at scanning, not keeping up with tech here, is going to be in a very tight situation. He knows Zerg should be on the layer and possibly 3 base. Does he even know about the 3 base? Does he know about the third base? He does not. Oh, he actually does know about the third base. But that is a plus for IngtDoOmby. He does know about the third base. There is a drop coming out here heading down towards the south. Hopefully trying to find some damage. But will it be enough for IngtDoOmby to actually get the damage he needs done? Liberator here trying to shoo away this Overlord in the back. It did get morphed into an Overseer. Liberator is looking for these Overlords. He actually is going to fly right by this Overlord. Could have picked that one off and it would have been in a very good day for IngtDoOmby to pick something up and get a slight win here. But oh, this drop is out. Hellion does get unloaded. I thought there would be a Widow Mine in this, as I would prefer to see that Widow Mine in this drop, IngtDoOmby. Because he is going to lose that Hellion and be forced to get on out of here, but not before possibly picking off 1 or 2 workers there by the looks of it. And with that, the Meatless Tech is on the way. They are on the map, as we do have 5 in production. Spectacle Hooks is about to finish up, so that Baneling Speed is going to be a thing in this next coming fight. And IngtDoOmby trying to get his third base secure. He should have built this third base up here. If he's just going to fly it up here to his northern position, he should have just built it up in that base and floated it down. But he got it down a lot sooner. Instead, it is still floating across the map. It's very depressing to see. As we are just waiting to see exactly which way this game will transition for here for IngtDoOmby. It looks like he is just wanting to get into that Ling, or that Marine Marauder style of bio. Going down the scan, seeing that there is a Spire out, and IngtDoOmby is going to react. Oh. He doesn't have nearly enough to be pushing out on the map, as the workers are actually even right now. However, honestly, IngtDoOmby's ahead in army supply, so if he got out across the map right now and did some damage, he would be in a very good spot. But here's the problem. Kind of boxed in by Overlords, and there's no way he's going to get by them without being seen. I just love how this Overlord's just hanging out. He knows it's there. It's just hanging out.
Center upgrade complete.
Widow Mine is being moved around the map here to get in position to deal with these mutas, which what are these mutas? Are they just hanging out? Yeah, they're just hanging out back here in the natural base. In between the third and main, actually, at the natural. I always get these bases so confused. Sorry, but it happens. There's a 4th base down for Ultralisk, who is going to be ahead. 4 base to 3 bases. He does know DoOmby does have his 3rd base. But at this point in the game, Zerg should be so much further ahead in workers. It's 53 to 53, and he's ahead in so many ways. And DoOmby just being very passive here. Finally going to start picking up these overlords, picking up some resource damage. To the Zerg is more overlord charge. It's going to get replaced all on the map. This overlord spread is like a creep spread, folks, with no creep. Here we go. These mutants are going to posture up behind the natural base. But we do have more being added on. Plus, one air is on the way. He's going to make his way in here, but there is a Widowmine and a missile turret. Let's see what he can get out of this. And, well, Widowmine going to find some damage. Going to shoo these away, but not before 6 workers are immediately killed over here to 3rd base. Great run by there to draw that Terran's attention one way. Look at the other. Heading on some starports on the low ground to try and get some Sim City rolling here. Try and get his production up. DoOmby looks like he is going to push out the map towards his 4th base location. I don't know about this. I really don't know about this. DoOmby may be ahead in army supply? But the upgrade advantage is everything right now for Zerg. It's 1-1 to 2-1 with centrifugal hooks and Zergling speed and mutas on the map. It's going to come down to this engagement. If DoOmby takes his engagement perfectly, he can get in the game here. But here we go. The Widowmines are going to burrow and not get a shot off on the first one. Second one is going to whip as well. Just like that, DoOmby is in a world of hurt as he's not getting the splits off. The Banelings find juicy connections. And his army will bottom out and just fall out here in the middle of the map. The Medivacs are going to get picked off. And 3 Marines and a Widowmine DoOmby, I'm sorry to say, are not going to cut it. That should pretty much end this game, as these things are just going to keep making their way forward. SCV is being pulled to hide only across the map somewhere. 3rd base being lifted here for DoOmby. Economic damage has been done. The army supply damage has been done. The 61 to 33 is not going to do it, DoOmby. You're down 40 army supply at this point in the game. Had you moved out sooner, had you caught the Zerg with his pants down and tried cleaning up some of these overlords, you would have been in a much better position, my friend. But as the saying goes, when behind, you fall behind. But when behind, you get further behind. Unless you can make that miracle play happen, and this is not about to be that miracle play, as all these lings are posturing up here. Right in the choke point. They should have been knocked down, in my opinion, a long time ago. And here we go. The Banelings are going to roll in and just detonate. What am I getting decent connection there? But the bunker is going to get taken out. The supply depot is going to get taken out. And here we go. That's going to prompt the Zergling rush to come in here, as these Marines are just going to chew or get chewed up by these Zerglings and the mutas. And GG will be called. And Ultralisk will take the win over DoOmby. 1-0. I apparently had a score up. With that, guys,